all here.
All right.
That's right. And now we're live.
Hey, welcome to Monday Night Heroes, where a band of strangers meet together after 2 weeks to play old school essentials. Woohoo!
A band of strangers?
Yeah, we haven't hung out in 2 weeks. In this day and age, that's practically 6 weeks.
I've been gone far longer than that before. We're fine. I've been gone for over a year before.
All right, let's see if we can remember what's going on. You guys had reestablished Nulb as my wife's harassing me. You had freed Nulb. There we go. Freed Nulb from the clutches of a Jiangxi Lich pirate. And if that sounds interesting, go back a couple episodes and listen to it. Rodney could tell you the number. I can't.
No fuckery happened at all in any of that. No.
Episodes 32 through 34.
There you go. After having saved Nulb from the clutches of the Jiangxi Lich pirates, the party goes back to... well, hold on. I said this on a group chat of mine. I'm like, if these fuckers go back to Nulb, I've run out of epic, interesting things.
No, we haven't done that.
So you've made your way back into the temple, which is kind of in a state of flux because you killed the head honchos of the place. So now we have the state of chaos where they're trying to factions are trying to reestablish themselves and get themselves on the top of the heap, so to speak. And you have made your way back down to the 4th level, the deadliest level of the dungeon. And you had noticed that where before it was orderly, it had this sense of orderly chaos going on. Now it's just pure chaos. There's less general activity, but what is there doesn't seem as focused as it was the last time you were here. And so you are in that big long hallway with the stairs leading down in 2 places that leads into the main temple throne room, kind of where you had the big battle where Timpani died. So speaking of which, we'll introduce you guys and we'll pick it up where we left off. So Lily, who are you playing?
Who?
Are you playing?
No, who?
Wrong name.
Oh shit, my fault. It's been a day. Nico, who are you playing? Please cut that out. Not that I'm not a jackass, but
I'm not holding it against you. I just had to get you on it though. I'm playing Timpani, she who smells of decay and is adjusting to new armor. Mild. No, that's not even mild. Just that kind of sucks. That's all she's feeling. And a drow. She's a drow ranger. I forgot to say that.
Yep. Sure is. Rodney, who are you playing?
I am playing Sylric. According to the rules, my title is now Warlock Myrmidon.
You gained a tail?
You're Greek? You're Greek? Well, weren't the Myrmidons? They were like Achilles men.
Yeah, the mercenaries.
But they were specifically in the Iliad. The Myrmidons were the guys that were with Achilles, right?
Yeah,
they
that
were
was
his cadre.
Yeah, his elite group.
Yeah, all right. Well, don't be a heel.
Oh, I'm not.
Bryan.
I am playing Squidder Cutbait, human bard, raconteur, adventurer extraordinaire, and master of the magic cowbell and now the bagpipes of high voltage, more or less. It's a long way to the top, but we're only getting better.
All right. Well, this opens up a lot of crappy classic rock books. All right, Jay.
It didn't before.
Oof.
Jay's on mute. We'll come back.
Okay, apparently I can't unmute.
There he
Tonight
is.
I am playing Baltana, Drow Thief.
And cousin of Timpani.
Yes, and waiting to die my turn now.
Brother, cousin.
No. Look, just because we live underground doesn't mean we have that sort of relationship down there.
It's all Kentucky down in the Underdark.
It just jumped.
Please.
And finally, Matt.
I'm Dhagmark Ironrune, Dwarven Priest of Moradin.
Praise Moradin. May his
Right on.
forge never go cold.
For he has saved our asses a few times.
All right. So, like I said, you hear a big, like, kerfuffle, like a commotion going on in front of you, like way down the hall in the old, well, in the area where Timpani died. You
But
can
it's
hear
not
shouting.
Timpani.
No, I bet you can hear shouting. That kind of stuff.
Can I attempt to sneak ahead to go take a peek and see what is going on?
Okay. Very hard to do that just because it's fairly well lit and there are like trolls and people and ogres like going about. They're like not really paying any attention to you.
This is good.
But they are like, going like a lot of them are coming from that area. If you can read troll non-verbal communication, even the trolls look a little harangued. They're running back and forth, going into those side areas where you encountered the doppelganger, and also like that one part with the cook. Like, there's a bunch of them like flobbing around back there. So,
where did the doppelganger go?
I think we
just parted ways, right?
Yeah, you misplaced him. Or did you?
Again.
Anyway,
We turned him loose.
Yeah.
I thought we were trying to turn him loose, but I just want to make sure that we're all clear he's been turned loose.
I mean, I thought we were clear about that when we were leaving.
Yeah, he might be at Hamlet. Because you basically
Not
told
our problem,
everybody,
Ben.
Go to Hamlet. Go to the old bone house. They have work for you there.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back and Hamlet's gonna be in flames.
Oh no,
Well,
we
that
did a
wouldn't be
fairly
too different
decent
from it.
job at convincing these folks and setting up for their livelihood.
Just one of these days somebody's gonna wander by where our base is. There's just gonna be a whole bunch of like creatures there that's gonna fucking freak out to start firing.
Yeah, but they're big bugbears.
Yeah, so the long and short of it is that you can attempt to sneak, but at this point, it's not really like, it doesn't look like the focus is on you.
Okay.
Like that,
Okay.
that might actually I might actually draw attention to you.
Okay. Then I guess
I can
Not
cast
bother, Sneak.
invisibility on you.
Did we
Or I could
remember to
just-
bring the cult cape? I mean,
Say
we do
what?
still have a fire cult capes. Don't we still have a fire cult capes?
I mean, they're not really gonna do as much good, considering we set off the thing that we were trying to sneak away from.
I know.
Who's got the elven
Hmm.
cloak now?
I still have it, actually. In fact, I'm gonna give that back to Dhagmark.
Thanks.
No, thank you. I mean, I didn't really use it, and thankfully, it doesn't smell like what I smell like now.
Yeah. So, what are you guys thinking of doing?
Well, are we where
Well, I
we were
think-
trying to get back to, or do we still need to travel a bit further?
I mean, we could all go as a group, try to isolate a troll, and have Squidder try to like convince him of letting us know what's going on. And
Or, since Squidder's so good at this, we could just let him go in there by himself and talk to him.
I'm kind of willing to try that, but just keep the
See, he's into
firebrands handy. I'm totally into it.
well, he can go. Okay, how about this? How about this? Baltana and Squidder. Okay. Try to isolate one of these creatures, whichever creature you can isolate. Right.
Okay. Right.
You charm him, and Baltana gets the information he wants out of him. And
Right.
thrall and
Okay.
interrogate.
I like this plan.
Well, I think if we can enthrall
Alright.
him, just bring him back with us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that too.
Because I think here's the thing: is that I
Right.
don't want to interrogate somebody out in the open.
That does seem a little bit problematic. Okay, so enthrall, bring back, interrogate, and then determine whether we send him on his way or put him at the front of a party to kind of guide us through to the next zone. Will that work for everyone?
Well, I mean, you could convince
What
him
other
to
choice do we
guide
have?
us just there, and
Mm-hmm.
but you don't want to run the risk of people catching on that you have that thing.
He did use it quite a lot while we were down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it worked quite a lot too. So, alright, we bring out the trusty skull of coercion.
With the bad guys.
Yes, with the bad guys. It's like, well, I mean, are they really bad? They're just simply misinformed about who their allies are. Anyway, so we go forward into the room, and I look for the troll who is most likely to also have good rhythm. So that I can then combine it with my
Well,
other
as-
object later, or some rock
None
and
of them-
troll.
None of them have any drums. So
Okay,
you're gonna
that's
have to
problematic.
you're gonna have to hold auditions.
Okay, well, we'll have him out. It's like, fine. Then I look for the one that also looks like we could take him out pretty fast if something went sideways.
The one that's coughing.
Yeah. Go for the weak troll.
All right. So so you are able to find a runky little troll,
Mm-hmm.
and tap him on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Ask him which aisle the brooms and mops are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you have this troll. What are you going to do?
Okay, I say, we could use your assistance, and I motion for him to come back with us to the rest of the party, but also that this is a surprise, so don't let the others know you're coming with us. Or with me.
Okay. Do you have the orb?
I do indeed have the orb.
Okay, so with the orb, your charisma to this troll is effectively 20.
Okay,
So that is, I believe, a +3. +3 to reaction rolls.
Okay. And let's see. 18. +3.
I'm the one who rolls the reaction roll.
Oh.
I'm the one who rolls the reaction roll because I'm the monster.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Are you really the monster? I mean, it's like Timpani would certainly object to that assertion.
All right. So you show him the skull. You kind of like hide it. Just kind of, Psst, hey, buddy. Show him the skull. Want to buy a watch? And his eyes get really, really wide. And he's like, yeah. What do you need there?
Come with me, my newfound friend. You and I are going to be bestest pals.
Okay, but I gotta warn you, I don't play drums.
Well, maybe we'll teach you how to play skin flutes or something like that. I don't know. It's like, you know what? It's we'll just have you figure it out on the way here.
There is a senator in Utah who would like to have a word with you for that.
All right. So
you're able to get this troll back with you to the rest of the party. And are you guys wearing fire cloaks? The fire faction cloaks?
I am. I'm just a slave to fashion.
Yeah, I thought most of us had gotten rid of them already.
I still have mine in my gear, but I don't have it on.
Yeah.
All right.
Just folded up my bag.
Yeah, so the troll follows you back to. I'll say. I mean, I guess you guys are by the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Smoking by the stairs, like in high school.
So what's going on? So he looks at you all and says, yeah, so I'm really busy. What do you need? And he's kind of like talking directly to Squidder's hand. The skull hand.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you put that away if he's like, cool now?
All right. Yeah, I think all right. So I discreetly put the skull away, but in quick draw mode in case something comes up. And I just say, well, it looks like there's been a lot of changes around here, and we just need you to kind of give us the old Earth 411 here on what's happening since we've been gone.
Where were you? Like, once you put the skull away, his eyes stop being glazed over, and he kind of looks around and kind of looks at you guys and is like, so where were you guys while all this was going down?
Outside business.
Well,
gather goods.
Yeah, well, I mean, and he looks at Squidder and looks at your robes, and he says, well, you probably want to go and back your guy up. It's about to go, it's going to go down. Like, if not now, then like within the next few few days, if not hours, it's going to go down.
What's going to go down? Are we talking like downtown?
Oh yeah. Everybody's deciding to make their moves, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah. So, well, he looks at you. He goes, right now, you could hear them arguing. Your guy, Prefect Alrum, is just battling it out basically in Belsernig, from water. We trolls are trying to remain neutral and let you humans duke it out between yourselves, and Ayu's willing will be here to serve whoever has the favor of Ayu's, but I don't know. It's come down to Belsernig and Alrem. Fire and water. Who would have figured?
Yeah.
Who would have
Yeah,
figured indeed?
Five stalwart, fire worshippers might just tip the scales in Alrim's favor.
It can certainly tip some scales.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to ask
where are they meeting?
Everyone. They're not meeting. They're like about to go throw down. And he points down the hall. But you all can make a intelligence checks.
Can we?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first roll of the night.
Good night.
So we're supposed to roll under our intelligence, correct?
Yep, on a D20.
Nope.
So if I double it, does that mean that I'm twice as dumb?
No, it just means that I'm not going to give you the bit of information that I have prepared to give you.
Ooh, I made it.
Okay.
Thank God somebody did.
Which is kind of amazing.
I made it with a 1.
Okay, so
Wow.
Sylric and Dhagmark, you guys, as soon as he says Alrim and Belson, you kind of like look at each other and you're like, that's the fucking guy. So if you remember, way back a long time ago on the second level of the dungeon, when you were fucking around with werewolves and fire temples, you actually met a guy, a cleric named Alrim, who tasked you with going to the water temple to talk to a canon of Belsernig to start negotiating some sort of alliance between fire and water.
Oh yeah, we never got around to that.
Oops.
Yeah, I thought we just agreed with that just to get out of there and go. So we could do our own thing.
Well, we were gonna go, but we never made it either.
Well, we agreed to it. We agreed to it in
we were
order
gonna
to
go to the area. Yeah.
This part of the temple so that we could claim the skull. But we got the skull. So what I'm thinking
should we have gotten lost and ended up in that area, we were
if-
going to see what was happening.
But if Squidder can convince this troll to get us to one of the elemental nodes, we can just bypass all this and then come out ready to just like decimate them all.
That's true. If we do go ahead and deal with that stuff, then there'll be nothing for them to do because they're out here fighting anyway.
We'll have all the power.
Yeah.
And I am perfectly content to let them kill each other.
And
I'm not married to the idea of them.
Zuckmoy once and for all.
All right.
Temple of Elemental Fungus Evil.
I just want to get my level back.
I hear ya.
So you do a quick powwow while the troll sits around picking his nails. And he's looking more and more anxious, like he has to be doing stuff.
What? Okay. What if we could give you a solution to this problem that would solve all of this so that nobody has to have a really bad day?
Exactly what would we suggest to the grunt?
What does that mean? Maybe my comment isn't quite as... I don't speak good common.
Neither does he.
Oh. Yeah, this is really kind of bad, but I break out the map, and I try to show him the most likely spot where an elemental node might be. We are trying to get here, and you can take us
where are you
there.
pointing on the map? You have the map. Where are you pointing?
Call it, guys. Which one do we want to go to? Or which one of these things looked like the most likely thing to, if you were a node of evil elementals, where would you be?
I mean, wasn't the whole point to ask him if
he looks at you and he looks at you and goes, "Wait, you want to go to the nodes?"
Oh, thank God, yes.
Want is a strong word, but yes.
Yeah. Yes. Do you know how?
He laughs and he goes, "Humanoids being the superior races." I laugh. Okay, why? Bad things happen in the nodes. The nodes are where they punish us.
Oh, but you see,
no one's
we are
ever walked out of the nodes.
So see, if we walk into the node and the node does what it does to everyone else, we won't be your problem anymore. So it's a win-win. But if we get to the node and we come back with what we want, then we can help you solve a problem where nobody has to get hurt. If we find what we think we're going to find there. It's logic.
Did he just call us the problem too, the troll?
Not sure.
No.
I am going to attempt to bamboozle the troll and just get him to take us to.
When you have the skull, you could just ask him to take us there.
Oh, fine. It's like, you know what? This is taking too long. I whip out the skull and just say, no, it's like, okay, enough questions. It's like, you are under our command. Take us to the node of, where do we want to start with, guys? Fire, water, earth, or air? Or fungus, if
grab a rope. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they
take us to the nodes to punish us.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, right.
We're out of uniform.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think I see what you're doing here. So we're going to pose as prisoners to be punished in a node.
Chewie, put these binders on.
This plan never works.
I mean, it'll give him something to do. You don't have to try to sweet talk him into, fixing us, who you just told him was a problem. Why? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. What? Fine.
And we just gotta hope that red and blue,
they're so busy they don't care.
Right, are so busy arguing with each other they don't notice us.
Or if he's super worried about it, he can show us on the map where it is and we can just go without him.
No, but see, I think this fight is about to go down in the big room. Right, Steve? The main...
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like the factions are squaring off.
Each of these nodes is on is off of that room. Best I can tell.
Yeah.
So
it seems to be the obvious.
What colors is this troll flying?
The trolls aren't really flying colors at this point.
Okay,
they're like kind of just caught. It seems like the trolls are kind of caught in the middle of all this. Yeah, like if the vice president in charge of marketing and the vice president in charge of gaming are fighting because the CEO was just sacked, the janitor doesn't really fucking care.
Right. But if
Nor does
he has
the
to
intern.
do something like he's just doing his jobs, right?
Right.
Whatever his job.
If either of these jabronis ask him to do something.
Right. So one of his jobs could be escorting a group of prisoners to throw them in one of the nodes.
Right.
You mean as far as you?
Preferably a node with, yeah. Right. So, trying to remember. We've got fire items, so fire beats water. Water beats earth. Earth beats air. But fire doesn't beat fire.
Well, most of us have some kind of resistance to fire.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's like we've been doing all right against water. But shall we start with water first?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
Not in plate mail. I'm thinking, if we're gonna survive one, it's gonna be hot rather than collapsing tunnels and high winds and risks of drowning and swimming aplenty.
Okay, so let's try and take out fire first.
Yep. So
plus if we come back with something from fire, we can take out a whole bunch of trolls probably a whole lot easier. Not that I'm
be
saying
that bad, right? I mean, it's not fire. There's no wind. It's not wet.
Trolls are neutral, so are being neutral in this. So we're
okay. But we may still have to take them out.
I'm not going to scare you one way or another.
I'm just not keen on fire at the moment.
I know.
Yeah. But this is a great way to help you overcome your phobia.
You know what? I don't want to hear anything out of you.
All right. 424.
Okay. All right. 424 sounds good.
So, that's where you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
sorry guys, I had to
make a call,
get it rolling.
So
I don't care. I'm just playing Timpani as she would be played.
Squidder has like the skull palmed in his hand as he has the troll loosely bind you all together. Like you would be prisoners. And he marches you down the corridor. Every once in a while, who's in the back?
Timpani.
How you just gonna volunteer me to be in the back?
I'll be in the back.
I can either. Okay, then I'll be in the front.
Every once in a while, he prods Sylric with the butt of his spear and says something in like a brutish, common, "Move on, slave." As you make into the great room, where you see like there's like it's the atmosphere is tense in here. You have like On the dais, you have a cleric dressed in like blue finery, looking down on. Oh, look who it is! It's your old pal. And they're arguing like, why don't we both sit on the throne and see who Ayus would prefer?
I mean, they could both sit on a pole and spin, but we ain't gonna go there.
Right. You see like human like fighters and wizards and just minions.
Oh my!
Like squaring off against each other. All it would take right now is just one spark. All it would take really would be for one guy to throw a trash can through the plate glass window of Sal's Pizzeria.
God, I'm so tempted.
That sounds really cool.
All right. So I'm just saying that's how tense it is. But the troll takes you past all this up into a gray corridor.
Way out the door, I cough, sneeze. That's why your mother's a bitch.
So the temple walls are normally just this jet black, like none more black, which kind of fucks with perspective. But this corridor, he takes you down, fades from this black to a dark gray, then to like a getting lighter, like almost like a swirling effect. And as you go in, the walls become more decorated with circles and oval designs. There are winged figures and otter creatures drawn among them, passing into and out of the circles as if they were like portals on Pac-Man or something, in one out the other. But everything looks a little out of focus. At the end of the corridor, there's a circular room, and the walls are painted to resemble the view of a storm from the eye. So you're like inside the storm, looking out at just chaos. In the middle of the room, there is a circle on the tiled floor, inscribed with a symbol of air.
Well, the air is human.
Air. Air. All right. Yeah. So the troll, he undoes you, and he frankly he looks at you like dumbass fucking humanoids.
We feel the same way if it's any consolation.
What's your name, kid?
Name? It's what the fuck? It's Gygax the troll.
Gygax the troll. Well, Gygax.
Well,
we appreciate the help.
You can call me Ernie.
Okay, Ernie T. Troll.
Yeah, well.
Shall I dismiss him?
Yeah, you can go about his business.
You can go about your business. Yeah, that's like you don't need to see our alignments.
In fact, why don't you find a nice spot? Take a tenner before you head back. Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
All right, so the Earth
will do you good.
Looks like a it almost looks like the chaos symbol. It's a circle, like two concentric circles with being connected by spokes.
Okay.
As you never really went through the like air cult part of the temple, it's you're assuming it's air.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen your intelligences, so never mind.
Mine's 12, and I did some homework.
All right, so what are you doing? Ernie's final words to you are just step on the symbol.
All right, who's first?
Just step.
I can go first if you want.
Which one we going
in? This is not my thing.
I'll go first.
Which point are we going in?
Yeah.
I think air. Bye.
So, yeah.
So Sylric steps on the tiles, and he kind of looks around like, "What's going on?" And then he's gone. Wink.
Nice.
I'll follow.
It's nice. Yeah, I'm right behind him.
All right. One by one, you step onto the portal and wink out and appear. The first thing you notice is the howling winds. It's all you can do to hear yourselves speak, just because of the howling winds around you. There is a wan, weak light that seems to emanate from the ceiling, and you kind of get the impression that if you look up, you can tell that it's like some sort of a cave ceiling, but because of the quality of the light and it being diffused by just particles hanging in the air, it's very misty. It looks like you're looking into just an eternally gray sky, like the opening paragraph from Neuromancer. Your shadows are thin. They seem to quiver in the wind. The second thing you notice, you are at the apex of a huge mountain. Not huge, but it's it's like 200 feet above the floor that you can like kind of see below you. It's like you're like, I don't know if you've ever been like up on a mountain and been like a cloud shrouded mountain, but it's kind of like that. And wisps of fog roll by, and you can catch glimpses of the surroundings, including the fact that you're 200 feet above the floor. You could see like around you, because it's a nice vantage point. You're in a roughly oval-shaped cavern. It's huge, and cavern and cave entrances dot the perimeter of it. So there's like little entranceways and everything around the far edges of this cavern. You look up and you could see like in the distance towards, it's disorienting, but you always know which way is north in Dungeons and Dragons. You see like and you can't tell how big the thing is because, just it's overwhelming. A dragon, white against the gray, flying over towards the north and the west.
Son of a
there's a path that spirals down this mountain.
So I have a question for Squidder. Do you think you could seduce a dragon?
Oh, and I do want everybody to make a saving throw. I'm not. So normally this thing asks for a saving throw every turn.
Okay.
We're not. You'll be dead before the end of you make it down the end of the mountain. I'm going to do this we'll just do this as long as you're in the node once per session to kind of get the whole session in it. But it's the particles in the air and the chafing and everything that's going around you is detrimental to your health. So we'll ask everybody to make a saving throw against just spells. Just do saving throw against spells.
Oh, thank God.
Saving throw against spells? Okay.
All right.
Is to roll
I
again,
really
correct?
thought he was going to go breath attack. But...
Is it under or over?
You want to go over.
God damn it,
Thank
dice.
God.
Oh, man.
I've made a 4.
Okay. I've got an 18, so that means I've made it.
Can I give some of my dice
What?
roll
12 on the
to my
die.
cuz?
No.
Yeah, I can do it for you.
Made it.
Ooh.
All right. So if you make it, you are, you quickly get on your warmest cloaks, pop the hoods up, and you look like a bunch of hobbits trying to go around Moria. But if you didn't make it, I'm just going to ask you to take. You're going to take 2 points of damage. Maybe something big flies at you from the wind whips up and you get smacked by a hailstone or something.
That's if you fail or if you make it.
If you fail. If you make it, you're fine. You're going to hunker down. I don't want to kill you through the attrition of you're in the air node. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of shitty.
Oh, it is the classic module, but yeah, thank you.
Well, I mean, such a troll.
You have your work cut out for you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, until Squidder seduces the dragon. That's my main game plan.
Well, I mean, I've got it. It's we can try.
Why exactly do you want Squidder to seduce your dragon?
So we
Nice
have a
companion
ride.
to have.
Because it's a dragon. Because it's a dragon!
I know.
It's a dragon.
There's
It's
a
not
big
that
red
I'm not
button. Don't press it.
On board with dragon, just him seducing one is just all the wrong mental image.
Now you see why I'm called Squidder. Anyway.
Squishered.
Ew.
All right.
Anyway.
So as you, so what are you guys doing? So now you it takes a second to get your bearings.
Yep.
And
Yep.
You notice that there's no reciprocal portal under your feet.
Okay. Well, I guess we have to go find the other portal.
Well, yeah. So you'd think
just
you'd
to
be on
remind
top of a
everyone,
mountain.
the reason you're here in these portals is to find the 4 gems that go into the skull. I just wanted to remind you that's what you're actually doing, so that you can complete the skull and defeat Zuggy.
So I'd like to see if I could search.
There's a path going down, so I guess we're going down.
Yeah, there's a path that spirals down.
Okay. Then, if it's okay, I'm going to go up ahead and I'll start leading down.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go second.
And actually, you said it's windy and it's noisy, correct?
Yes, it is super windy and super noisy, and it's foggy.
Okay.
As you descend down, you realize that normally these these fogs would clear up as you lost elevation, got out of the clouds, but that doesn't seem to be happening here.
Okay. I figured that in the node it would be magical, so... Well, technically we just went to a portal, so yeah. Enough said.
So
I'm just going to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, it spirals around once, twice, 3 times around the perimeter of this steep mountain. The mountain, I use mountain figuratively, it's only 200 feet high, but...
Mm-hmm.
It sticks up as you come down to it like a tooth.
Okay.
It does take it takes like an hour to battle the winds and get down towards the bottom. Now you find yourself on this vast plain. Conditions have not changed. You still you get like this feeling that you're walking inside a cloud. But visibility is pretty poor. You were able to like kind of gauge where you were up above because you had the height advantage. It's an irregularly oval shaped chamber with cave entrances dotting the exteriors. You see a couple of ridges along the ends, but visibility is only about 50 feet. So you get to the end, and what do you want to do? You can north, south, east, west, a combination of any of them. Which way would you like to try and go?
Bust out the skull and see where if the skull kind of has an innate magnetism in the direction of the component we're looking for.
The skull does not.
Rude. God, it's got to make us work every inch of its stupid domain. Gotcha.
And which direction did the dragon go?
The dragon went to the north and to the west.
All right.
Perfect. North it is.
Let's go north by northwest it is.
Okay.
Possibly
right.
go wrong.
So the wind is howling as you make your way towards the north, bringing debris with it. It's really hard to see. What's your marching order? And you can all walk abreast, honestly, if you wanted to.
Since it's hard to see, I think we should tie ropes to each other.
Oh, isn't it still attached to us? Okay.
It's fine.
But do you want to walk abreast or do you want to walk in a line?
I don't think there's any... We can walk abreast. Or we could go basically 2 by 2. Just make it not necessarily simpler, but... How wide is the trail?
There's no trail.
There's no trail.
Like once you're off that mountain, it's just like the cavern floor.
Okay. We can walk abreast, and then that way we can also spread out as we're walking to see if we can spot anything.
Yeah.
If everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Should I play us some music?
Who's your dice roller?
I nominate Squidder.
All right. I'm up for it. What are we doing? A 6 or 10 or 20?
A D6. That's the dice roller is the roller for initiative and surprise and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Are we doing it right now? Because I got a 5.
No, I haven't asked for anything yet.
Good. Well, anyway.
But you're the official dice roller. You'll be doing that the whole night.
I'll be doing that the whole night.
Yep.
Okay. So now I will ask for a D6.
Oh, walked right into that. Oh, big money, big money, big money, go whammies. Yes, 5 again.
Okay. I also rolled a 5, so we'll roll again.
All right. To err is human. Boop. Ah, shit. 1.
That's what you get for that pun.
Right. Right?
I rolled a 6. So there's 5 of you. So I will roll D100, half it. That's 4, 2, 1. And we'll do it in the order that I introduce you. So Sylric, do you feel this gust of wind hit you, or try to hit you? Hold on, I haven't gotten there yet. That goes him. As the fog starts to swirl into like a little, well, it's not little, it's actually pretty big, dust devilish kind of looking thing. And what's your armor class is 0?
Yes.
All right. As debris and whatnot comes at you, going to try and hit you. You are being attacked by what appears to be a tornado, like the Tasmanian devil or some such. But you know, like the pelting debris doesn't hit you. It is time for you guys to attack. So as an air elemental coming at you. And it's a big, well, it's actually a medium one, but.
Okay, well, this is our first test of a plan. What counters an air elemental?
Well, somebody try and do something. You are trying to hit armor class 2.
Well, let's see.
Oh, that's easy.
Let's see how well this flame sword works on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Fire it up, baby.
It's a 2. Let me pull up my damn hit thing.
And let me find a piece of scrap paper. Yeah, so now, like, whereas before you had gotten used to like this howling of the wind kind of became background noise, now it's like right on top of you, and it's like almost, but not quite, overwhelming your senses.
Any negatives when we attempt to hit?
I missed.
Right, so, I'm sorry?
I missed.
Okay. And Dhagmark also missed?
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Don't know if that does anything different, but I don't think so.
It's an auto hit.
Okay. Well, then
yeah, so roll your damage.
4. 4 points of damage.
Okay. And Squidder, you have not gone.
All right. Well, I am actually going to take a casual swing at it, so hold on just a second to just see what they're made of. And that is a 16, so that should hit. Let's see. Oop, hold on. Yeah. Yep. Looks like that's a hit. And let's see. D8 then.
And what do you have
1.
a sword?
It's like my last note say I've got a long sword +1 here. So, boop. Let's see. And that's a 6 with the +1.
Okay, and Sylric, you have not gone.
Yep. I will take a hit with the Frostbrand.
Okay.
What armor class was it again? I'm sorry.
Armor class 2.
Armor class 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a hit for
All right.
9 points of damage.
Wow.
That's a big smack.
Yeah, so you all take smacks at it, and it looks like it. It's hard to tell if it actually hurts because of all the noise that's going on. The thing doesn't bleed, but you do like feel like some resistance when you hit the damn thing. Yeah, so that's everyone. So Squidder, roll your d6.
All right, hold on. Boop. And that is, in fact, a 4.
All right, I rolled a 3. So same thing.
Okay.
So it looks like we had, let's just do it. Dhagmark.
Can I swing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, do I miss with the 2.
Okay.
We were in the same ballpark. I rolled a 5.
Jeepers.
All right, then Baltana.
No, I haven't rolled yet. That was last round.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said you rolled a 5.
Yeah.
No. I might again. We'll see.
Well,
no, I actually hit this time.
Let Timpani go.
I hit this time. That's a nice. That's a 20 total. So.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
And
yeah, it's a dirty 20. I remember what the hell my damage is. It's been so long since I did any. 8. I did 8 points of damage. What? It's been a month since I've actually been in action and actually attacking.
All right. Now, Baltana.
I'm hitting it Thaco 2, correct?
Yep. The cool thing about Timpani's hit is her flame sword like slices across it, and you could see the flames being sucked around the whirlwind.
Great. So now it's a fiery whirlwind.
No.
I doubt
it stays lit.
No, but it just looks really fucking cool.
Although it would have been funny if it did, and then if Sylric hits it again, it puts it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I managed to hit for 3 points of damage.
All right. And then Squidder.
Well, we are going to go at this and then, 12. Okay, that is not a hit.
Okay.
But but I wanted to think about what it's doing very, very hard. We could have been friends. We didn't have to fight.
So, the sword, just so you know, Sylric, the sword is not screaming at you.
Oh, thank goodness.
Kill them all, says the sword.
The sword only screams at him when he's fighting evil.
Oh. Wait, so it... Yay?
It just means its alignment is not evil.
Okay. I hope it's not a good elemental.
Non-evil things can attack you too. I mean, squirrels aren't evil, but
debatable.
Just ask 90% of the classic Marvel team-ups. But anyway. Oh, Wolverine and Incredible
Spider-Man and the Thing.
Is somebody who plays Squirrel Girl is still debatable.
All
right, Sylric.
Yes. I will be attacking with the frost sword that is not screaming. And I whiffed. Big time.
All right. Now on the... so the whirlwind actually turns towards Dhagmark and tries to engulf you. Dhagmark, what is your armor class?
1.
Just 1. All right. So it, you feel it wrap around you, and you have more than 2 hit dice, so you're not lifted up, but you are battered around. It's kind of like that feeling that when you're swimming in the ocean and the tide gets you, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you just get pummeled back onto shore. It like just pushes you end over end onto shore. That's kind of what it feels like. As you just get battered and bruised in this maelstrom. But you do manage to stay your ground, and you're going to take 8 points of damage.
Ouch.
And it is dice rolling time.
All right. And the magic number is 4.
I rolled a 1.
Well, I think we know where that leads us. So anyone got anything a little bit more powerful?
So the thing spits you out, Matt, or Dhagmark. It spits you out. And you could take a swipe at it if you want.
Okay. Ooh, I hit.
All right.
3 points of damage.
Ooh.
All
right. Tiffany, you're up.
I missed.
Baltana.
So I'm following Cuz's lead. I missed.
Okay.
You weren't supposed to follow me.
Squidder.
I didn't stab you this time.
Yeah,
Wait,
no. It's like, okay, well. Yep, it's like, let's see, that 17 plus 1 gives me a hit. And so, let's roll some damage. And yes, that is a 7 points of damage.
All right. And that's Sylric.
That is a miss.
All right. Then it turns its evil vortex on Sylric. And
no.
Sylric's able to avoid getting swept up in the maelstrom. If someone would be kind enough, that would be Squidder to roll a d6.
All right, and that is a 6.
Damn, fuck you. I rolled a 5.
Well, that's like that can all be arranged later. Yeah.
All right.
But
so,
now,
Dhagmark, the thing is off you and has like, it's weird how it moves. It's not very precise. You can see like it meanders, almost like how a top moves.
Well, I'm going to try and hit it again.
Go for it.
Weeble wobble, but it doesn't fall down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Speaking of weevils, I don't know where that came from. Timpani.
Yes.
I hit.
Okay. Yeah, once again, you see the fire swirl up.
That time it's only 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Baltana. Your cousin has just hit this thing.
Fantastic. And I rolled a... nope. I missed again. Sorry.
Big old Phil
tried.
Collins.
You're supposed to follow the leader? Like, what's the rules we're going by here?
I'm sorry. I'm a big disappointment.
Squidder Cutbait.
Again. It's like, all right, hold on. And
Again.
all right, fine. That's a 10
on brand.
+1. Yeah. All right. This time it's an 11, so that's a miss. But I want you to know it didn't have to go this way. We could have been friends. Bagpipes and air elementals. A match made in... Yeah, whatever.
All right. Sylric.
Sylric spins out of the way of the last attack and throws a backhanded strike with the sword. And I missed that.
Okay.
Wasted that description. Jesus.
We're doing swimmingly today.
Doesn't anyone have an actual spell?
All right. Well, this time it turns onto Baltana. What's your armor class, Baltana?
My armor class is 2.
All right. Maybe it's because you missed it, and we're turning around to reface it, but it zigged where you had zagged, and you can feel the wind, but it misses you.
Whew. Well, we can whiff at each other while everybody else takes them down.
Yeah, somebody can roll a d6.
All right, the d6 says, boop, 3. You've got a chance.
I rolled a 3. I rolled a 3 as well. Reroll.
Dude. Okay, reroll, and that is 3 again.
I rolled a 5. So this time it turns toward Dhagmark.
Again?
Yeah, I'm just rolling randomly to see who it's attacking.
Think of this thing.
Nice.
I'm rolling a d5, and I'm just attacking you in the order that you were introduced are the numbers.
Yep.
Makes sense. But still, boy,
right.
That's upset.
Yeah, but it spins by and misses Dhagmark.
feel like this poor whirlwind is just like weebling around. It's not actually fighting us. It's just running into us.
It's just
well, I mean,
flailing about.
it's a.
We're in a fist fight with a dirt devil.
Yeah, that's more or less
And we're
what
missing.
you are doing. You can't hit.
I'm saying it's not even like it's actively attacking us. It's just kind of running into us by mistake, probably.
It's like a what do they
again.
call those things? Bakugans? Those top things that.
Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah.
like 15, 16 years ago.
Take that back.
Were your kids into Bakugan? Because mine certainly.
Yes. They still are.
They still exist.
Those are the most expensive. Yeah, they do. They're like the most expensive, dumbass things I've ever seen in my. I'm sorry, I don't want to cost us for sponsorship here, but still, not a fan.
I doubt they know we exist.
Yeah. They were kind of neat, but yeah. All right, so Dhagmark.
I'll swing at it again.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. 7 points of damage.
All right. You know what? Let me check something. It's Timpani's turn.
Mm-hmm. Should I wait?
No. I was just looking at something. It's your turn.
I hit.
All right.
4. 8 points of damage.
Woo!
Ooh.
All right.
Go, girl.
This thing looks like it might be on the ropes. The spinning might be slowing down.
Well,
follow the leader.
Well, Baltana.
I feel kind of bad, little spinning friend.
I hit for 8 points of damage.
All right.
Now he copies me.
Yeah, as your dagger or as your sword cuts through the thing, it just stops, and you just hear the howling of the ambient wind as opposed to the noisy freight train that has been whirling around you for the past like 4 or half minute. These battles are really quick.
Right.
Well, that was an experience.
Yeah, alright, can we try not get into fights with more Dust Devil elementals?
Well, it attacked first, so it's up to
Fair enough. We come in peace.
Okay, so
to kill.
Yeah, you're able to pick yourselves back up. Are you still heading north?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, does that that skull make you feel like any certain direction there, friend?
I keep asking it, but it doesn't seem to cough up anything. It's like I hold aloft the magic skull.
He holds aloft the magic skull.
No, the skull is not doing anything.
Oh. Damn it.
Sylric like covers his mouth like, no.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
All right.
Fuck you, He-Man.
All right.
Until we meet again.
So you continue on your way north. Here we go. I need Squidder to give me a D6 roll.
Okay, that is... Yep, heard it. And that is a 4.
Okay. So as you're going north, you notice that the ground starts to look like there's an area of it that a patch of it maybe sorry. There's a patch, pretty broad patch that looks to be like maybe snow or ice, but you see that part of it moves, like bubbly, like liquidly moves. Someone, if they wanted to, can give me an intelligence roll to see if you recognize what's there.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in your encounters, Timpani, maybe at some point you spent some time in the cold regions as a ranger, and you notice that this thing in front of you, it's not blocking your path, because for crying out loud, there's like, you're not on a path, is a white pudding.
Oh boy.
White pudding.
I prefer chocolate.
Yeah, well, I don't think it prefers. It doesn't care what you prefer.
It doesn't. So it doesn't seem like it's noticed you.
Let's try to keep it that way.
So I rolled a 2, which is surprise on an encounter. So
I suggest we skirt it.
You have a free round to do whatever the fuck you want.
You can try to communicate with it.
I'm with Timpani.
Why?
Skirt around.
Hasn't noticed this at all. Why even draw its attention?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get out of dodge.
Basically, you're talking to everything.
It's a bard thing. It's what we do. Anyway, all right, fine. Let's just slink around.
Just you continue north.
Yes.
All right, so you can see maybe maybe a football field away, like through the clouds and everything. You can see towards the east. There's a ridge that runs along the cavern wall, and pretty close to the west is this mountain that you came off of. I'm assuming you're like right there, hugging the mountain for now. So that's kind of like what the environment looks like. You can't see really in front of you. It's just too much. But if you wanted to continue going north, that's fine. If you wanted to change direction, just let me know.
We could probably start going west if it starts to get too much.
Oh, to the west, there's the mountain.
Oh.
Like right there. You'd have to clear the area of where the mountain is. So the mountain's like about 600 feet long, like on the ground long. You've traveled about 200 feet so far. I'm just trying to expedite where you're going, but like utilizing the encounter table while I'm doing it.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah, to the west. I mean, that's the direction the dragon went.
Yeah. But if it's up a mountain.
Dying on top of a mountain is just as easy as dying on the ground. So
No, you came from the mountain.
So let's go back up the mountain.
That's the mountain we came from?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that is the only that mountain that you came from is the only feature on this vast plain.
Oh, so I
guess now you've been keeping it to the west of you, maybe 75 feet to the west of you. You have like where the mountain is. You've been like, I guess you've been using it kind of as a guide, so you don't really get lost. But if you want to continue north, you can continue north. If you want to go east, that's fine. If you want to go northeast, that's cool too. Whatever you want to do. Those are really the ways you can go.
Let's give north a little bit more of a leeway here until we see something that looks like.
All right, maybe.
All right.
Maybe northeast.
Okay. Yeah, so you start to head to the north and east. 21. All right. Yeah. It's bleak. Like it's just you skirt around the pudding and to the north, and then start heading to the northeast. And still, there's nothing happening. Do you still want to continue to the northeast?
Yeah.
All right. Every time I ask you, basically, you've gone another 50 feet.
Okay.
But because it takes so fucking long, just battling this wind and everything. Yeah, so continue that way.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. I'm just going to keep you going until either something happens. All right, so you get to a point where you are close to the cavern wall. You could see it to the north, about 50. It curves up, so anywhere between like 60 and 100 feet, but it's like a curve up and away from you. Don't worry about mapping. Straight ahead of you to the northeast, you see like one of those cave openings. That's about 100 feet away from you. And then maybe 130, 140 feet, there's more of that cave mouth, and you can see where the end of this cliff, you can make out a ridge on top of it. And yeah. And then maybe maybe 150 feet to the northwest. You see the beginnings of another ramp going up. That looks like it goes up onto a cliffside. So now you have a couple of choices to where you want to head for.
Let's bust out the ranger.
So you can go up you can make for this ridge to the northwest, or you can continue going northeast, and you look at a like a cavern that is opened up.
Do you want to go to the ridge first, or do you want to go to the cavern?
If I was a hidden skull piece. I think the cavern is the most obvious place to put it.
I hate to agree with Squidder, but that's what I'm thinking. If it's gonna be somewhere, it's probably in the cavern.
Okay, give me a second. I will mark this on the calendar.
No, no, don't do that.
No.
All right. Let's see what I wrote here. Okay. All right. So you make your way up towards the beginning of this cavern. And you see a weird sight. Not that everything's weird, but sorry, I have to. So this book uses 3 different monster manuals that it takes its takes its creatures from. The Monster Manual, the Monster Manual 2, and the Fiend Folio.
Okay.
So I'm just like to have the actual description in front of me.
And for those of you listening at home, we are playing the first edition version.
Yeah.
Of Temple of Elemental Evil.
Fuck. Which I don't. Oh, I should have marked it. Did I mark it? Where it came from? I mean, that would be the smart thing to do, right?
Yep.
Regular old monster manual.
Prep is play.
Regular old monster manual. Oh, there we go. All right. All that. You see these guys are there. 2 ethereal beings. They are in the process of battling. It looks like another one of those white puddings. You see the pudding stand up and whip out at one of them as another one. Another one tries to grab it, but you see you see the pudding ripple as a blast of air hits it. You know, like you know how like when you stick your head out the window and your cheeks flutter of a moving car. That's what it looks like. Like that ripple goes over the thing, and it looks like they are going for each other's throats. What are you doing? And that's happening like in the entranceway to this cavern. Every once in a while, you see like the bits of white pudding fly flat by you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think we should do?
Maybe
fight the winner.
As it stands, it doesn't
fight
look
the
like,
winner was what I was thinking.
As it stands,
Yeah,
it
let's
doesn't
fight.
look like anything's noticed either. Sorry, too busy fighting each other. But
is there enough room to get past?
Okay.
no, I mean,
Or
this
can
is
we
happening
just kind of walk in?
in the entrance to this thing. You would have to either engage in battle or go another way.
Or wait.
Or you can wait.
I'm not saying we should. I'm
Team
saying that's
White.
an option.
Yeah, I am convinced that Team Wait for a little bit seems like, we're here for a little while, and if we've kind of gotten used to this, to this wind, we can work with that here just to see if we can reduce the odds against us.
Or we could go back to the ridge.
I'm not hot about the ridge yet. I think if
I'm just giving the options.
I hear you.
I mean, the white's not on our side, but we don't know that those guys over there are either.
Right.
All right. So as you watch this pitch battle happen, let's roll it. Another random 6. Well, it's 3. 1, 2, 3. Squidder of all people. You feel you feel a voice pop in your head. It's harmonious, and it is almost pleading, and it says, help us defeat this thing. We can help you.
Are you sure?
And then it kind of fades out.
All right, we're supposed to defeat something.
What are you talking about?
It's just a vibe, I get them.
Is he high?
I don't know. It could be important. What vibe?
Something was telling us to go help them defeat something, and I think it's referring to this little clash before us.
Okay, and which
so,
one was talking
about
vibe?
Yeah, that's like what the hell, but pudding?
Well, I mean, the puddings aren't intelligent.
That's what they want you to think.
If he says the pudding, we know he's high.
Right.
So we're attacking the pudding. That's the plan, Squidder.
No, I think we're attacking the white.
That is the pudding.
What white?
Okay, so there's the white pudding, and then what else have we got?
An air elemental.
Ethereal beings that were standing there.
Something not a white pudding.
Oh, okay, well, we're supposed to... okay. Well, it's like, whatever it is, thinks that it needs to be defeated. And because this is the air elemental territory, I think making friends with an air elemental that belongs here versus a white pudding might actually be the winner here.
I ignore the rest of whatever he's rambling and just pull out my sword and start heading that way.
Yes, attack the white pudding.
Let's kill the white pudding. What?
All right.
It sure as hell wasn't the white pudding that said something to him.
Okay. So I'm going to give you all a surprise round.
Believe me, no one was more surprised than we were. But
I mean, is it really surprising at this point?
Do you want to continue going in the same?
I guess technically I'll be going first because I already just started heading in that direction.
All right. Yeah. So.
Smack it.
Is the white pudding a cold thing?
Yes.
Lovely.
But you have encountered them before, as you recognized it.
Oh, so I'm asking for flame tongue reasons.
You would know that acid, cold, and poison have no effect.
Okay, but it does affect my flame tongue, so I get a couple extra points on that. What's its thing?
AC?
Its armor class is 8.
Oh,
I definitely fucking hit then.
All right.
That is 10 points of damage.
Wow.
That's why I asked if it was cold.
Oh. Okay. You did fire does normal damage. All right. Yeah. So who wants to go next?
I'm gonna go hit it.
All right.
And that would be a hit for 9 points of damage.
Wow, now you guys are starting to cook.
How did you know I use that flame tongue for cooking purposes sometimes?
That's like Wolverine serving turkey with his claws.
You know it happens. Perfectly sliced. You know it's just perfectly sliced.
I need for your sword is magic. So
yes.
I'm going to give you a plus. Fuck. How do you say it?
No, I have a headache.
We'll just use yours. Make a saving throw versus petrification. And
okay, I
add the plus for your sword to your roll.
For who, me or him, 15, or both of us?
16.
Both of you.
I rolled a 16, which is over the petrification.
Okay.
That is should be over. Yeah, it's over.
Okay. Yeah, so you see like wisps of smoke rise from your swords as the pudding's digestive fluids try to dissolve the metal of your blades, but they're able to prevent themselves from being dissolved. All right, who wants to go next?
Squidder?
Might as well. And I can roll against. Oh, all right. It's like, yeah, that is a hit. And the damage is 7.
Please make a saving throw for your sword. Use its magical plus as a bonus.
Okay,
petrification.
Hold on. Man, petrification. Okay, hold on. So 13 or higher. Oh, wait, it's like 12 or higher. Ha ha ha. 14. Okay, well, that was fucking close, but okay. Oops. Yeah, that was close. I did have to.
All right. Dhagmark or Sylric, who wants to go next on this?
You want to go next, Dhagmark?
Yeah, although I hate to lose my mace.
Well, I mean, I can go first. I'll take it. I'll take it, Dag, and you can maybe go after.
Okay.
Because I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
How many magic missiles?
All 3 of them.
All of them.
White pudding.
All right. Go and roll your damage as Sylric holds his hand up, points at the white pudding.
8.
That is quite enough.
Or 3-3-2, however you want to put it.
All right. Each plunges into the pudding. You see like smoke curl up from the impact sites. All right, Dag, it's your turn.
That'd be a miss with a 6.
All right. Then you all feel this wind come up. 6 plus armor class 8. Yeah, you feel this wind come up, as one of them shoots wild, but the other one. Hold on. Oh, 318. All right. The other one hits the thing square on. Did you see that ripple effect happen? As like bits and pieces of now that the pudding's looking a little shredded, and even more now that the wind hits it and peels bits off of it like it's being flayed in a wind tunnel. It's like bits of it slough off and go off into the distance. The pudding rears up and tries. What's your armor class? Hold on, sorry. It kind of just turns around and so you're 0, right?
Yes.
All right. It hits you. Semi-feebly. It is, pardon me, not in the greatest of shape.
It hits you weakly for 27 points of damage.
Well, yeah, there is that. It's the acid.
Oh, so I must make
it's always the
paralysis
acid.
Save.
No, that's just for your weapons, so that they. All right, we'll just roll. You don't need all
acid.
No.
All right, so you're going to take 10 points of damage.
Woo! Now, I'm probably going to regret asking this question, but should I also roll that save for my armor?
Why the fuck?
Bring it off.
So, paralysis save would have plus 1. Why the hell not, right?
Yeah. I was going to let it slide, but you brought it up.
All right, 16. That's a pass.
Okay. Yeah, so it just like gets into like one of the joints in your armor.
Ah! Ow! He's like shaking his arm around.
Now somebody can give me and by somebody I mean Squidder. You can give me a D6.
4.
All right, I rolled a 2. So same thing. Timpani, you go first.
Okie dokie. I missed. Whoosh.
Hit for 5 points of damage.
Okay. 5 points will do it.
What?
And I need to roll for paralysis.
Yeah.
And I made it.
Okay. So 5 points do it, and the pudding becomes just like a steaming pile of inert goo.
Pudding pop.
Then you all hear in your heads, "Thank you, strangers. Thank you. We weren't to be harmed by such a thing, but we don't want them attracting the wrong kind of attention. They're nuisances, but how did you get here? We don't see many people from the material plane. How did you come by to get here? And do you have a way out?" And when you hear in your minds, "Do you have a way out?" it's pleading.
Ooh, we we didn't think that far ahead.
Unfortunately, we don't. We are searching for one, but we have to find an item first.
What item do you require?
A gem that will socket into that.
A skull of joy.
Well, we have heard that, yes, to the north. Above the ridge. Just down the... You can't miss it. It's right outside the cave entrance, practically.
Oh.
But up the ridge, if you can get into the cave system there, they say that there is a gem of pure evil.
Oh, good. I don't want that adulterated stuff. Pure is what we're looking for. But that's not really that's not necessarily important for us right now. So to the ridge and the cave system there, you say?
Yes, but beware that the aquamarine gem is guarded by it is in a lair of several Ildris Grus, very nasty denizens of our plane of air. But if you can help us get a way out, we will gladly accompany you.
I am certainly amenable to that idea at this point here, but who are you?
Forgive me, we do not use names. But we are from the elemental plane of air. We are windwalkers, summoned to the material plane, and then tricked into coming to this false facsimile of our plane, to be trapped in this prison by humans. We have no wish to remain here. We want to be free in our own home. As you probably can understand, we would do anything to be freed of this prison. Well, not that. We don't do handies.
Whoa! Whoa!
I said nothing.
You're more than welcome to join our group.
Yes, we have
plenty of room. We locate this gem and find the exit.
Yes, if you can get us to the material plane, we can make our way out of this trap.
I think we all have a joint goal then. All right.
Might even be able to find some revenge to take on the way through.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
then there's no time like the present. We shall fight the Grus, recover your gem, and find a way out.
All right. This seems like a workable plan. But what guarantee have we? No, never mind. Look,
I mean, we have something they want. They didn't try to kill us when we came up to help them, because they could have.
We have a bond
don't give them any ideas.
In the fires of battle and desperation.
Okay, and we all hate it here.
With a tinge of hatred.
We all hate it here. Let's all agree that no matter what else we think of each other in the next couple of hours here, that we all want out of here.
I don't like how you said that. What dumb thing are you planning?
Nothing.
To the ridge it is.
To the ridge.
Hey, Sylric. And I'm saying this to him in Elvish. About that sword of yours, it ain't been saying nothing about him, has it?
All the damn time.
I thought so.
I am but a humble bard, called by the powers that be to.
Why are you talking to yourself?
I am.
Well, I think this is a good place to leave it. So you've picked up some allies who seem to know where at least the gem may be.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Finally, unless they're lying to us, in which case I will unleash very, very goaty revenge on them. But
I'm sure they're very terrified of our goats.
I'm sure.
I like how this is what you don't trust them, but you're willing to trust that you can charm a whole bunch of fucking trolls.
You know, life is weird sometimes.
Was ready to try to charm the fucking white pudding, like, but you don't trust them.
Are you suggesting that we should recalibrate that?
As the white pudding seems to be like pretty predominant on the wandering monsters table here, I will learn how magic weapons and weapons of all sorts actually make saving throws in this game.
Oh man, this is going to
probably be helpful.
All right. Well,
all right, and with that, I will give you each. Well, not each, but as a party, 5,565 experience points for defeating a white pudding and an air elemental.
All right.
And that is how much a piece?
Take that, Cisco kid.
Dhagmark on that.
1,113.
Thank you.
1,113.
Now, are you doing that in your head or are you doing that on a calculator?
Calculator.
Okay.
That's about to be real impressed. I mean, I'm still impressed with you, but I was about to be real impressed with you.
Yeah. Well, I'm impressed with they definitely have a calculator on hand for all of this. But
good night.
Everyone has a calculator on hand.
Yeah.
Everyone has a phone.
I'm sitting at my computer.